right, so we're gonna talk about our holiday plan tonight. How many of you are excited about the holiday season? We're making a lot of extra cash, and we're going to talk about how you can sell $20,000 in the next couple of months, or $18,000, which would put a $9,000 profit in your pocket. So everybody can get excited about that, right? Mm-hmm. And you'll definitely have, I hope that $9,000 will give you a cash Christmas. If not, we might have an issue. I'm just kidding. So, if not, I want to be on your gift list, okay? So we're going to start off with this first sheet here, the one that says Serious Cash Potentials. And I'm going to share with you, like, all of these ideas, really because, okay, so here's what I always say about the holiday season. Is like there's so many great ideas of how you can amp your Mary Kay business up through the holiday season. I will say that my goal has always been to keep the main thing, and to add these things into that, if that makes sense. So, like, my main focus, no matter what, has always been holding my parties and sharing with people. You know, like those main things. Because I say your faces and your shares will take you wherever you want to go. Putting this product on people's faces and sharing the opportunity. So I always encourage you to keep that main thing, and just add these things into that. Because sometimes I have seen consultants, they get so wrapped up in all this holiday stuff, and then it gets into the year and they're like, oh, all that's over. Like, what do I do next? You know, so like, and honestly, you're going to get the most, of course, by holding those parties, but these are great things that you can add on top, okay? So I always love sharing that. So, there are a couple top ways that you can really utilize the holiday season because people are spending money. Like, the amount of money people spend over the next couple months is outrageous. And so, we want them to spend it with you, right? So, because in Mary Kay, truly, we have, like, a lot of stuff, and we even have men's products and stuff like that, and they can even couple our gifts with other gifts or whatever. So the first one is holiday skincare classes, and so that is exactly what I was just talking about, keeping the main thing. So honestly, just doing even like doing a regular skincare class and maybe just add in a little simple holiday look to go along with it. It's fun because this time of year, like, people are looking for a new look. They're about to be going to Christmas parties, stuff like that. Red is really in this time of year, of course. So doing those holiday looks for this time of the year. The other thing is holiday coffees. And that is, will you see that's my girl calling? Her name's Katie. Sorry. Holiday coffees. And so that is where you just invite people. You can either take the coffee and, like, stop by to see them, or you can just invite people to come by for, like, a coffee hour and just have, like, some major, you know, some great little gifts displayed that would be great. It's more like it's a really simple thing. So it's not like you go to the big extravaganza to, like, do a whole big open house, but you just do, like, a coffee hour. And so if you go to people, you can go to offices and stuff like that and even do it on their lunch break and take some thermos mugs with coffee in it. Or you could do it at your house, and you maybe could even incorporate this with a skincare class. So, like, have a holiday hour and then do a skincare class afterwards even. So that's a really fun idea. The next one is just on-the-go appointments. And so my favorite thing with this is doing a basket. Like, having a basket that you're taking around with some pre-made gifts already in it. So I'm going to share with y'all some of my favorite little pre-made gifts. And I don't have the other part that goes with it, but I do want to show y'all some of my favorite items. And when I'm doing a basket with stuff in it, I try to keep the price point, like, usually like $30 and below. So, just, you know, stuff that people will just buy on the go. You know what I mean? And so, one of my favorite things is this Mint Bliss foot lotion. I don't know if y'all ever seen this before. I'm sure you have. We're in Mary Kay, right? And you can get some fuzzy socks and tie that up with it, like, make it cute. And that's a really great gift because this is like $12, do a pair of socks. Great $15 price point, right? And so then they're like, oh, $15, that's great. You know, that could be a great Dirty Santa gift. That could be a great teacher gift for their kids. That could be a great, you know, that person. You know how sometimes you have the people, like, you don't want to do something big for them, but you want to get them a little something to show them you care, you know, and all that kind of stuff, and that you appreciate them. So these are great little gifts for that because a lot of times people are looking for a lot of those kind of things. Also, another one I love is the body wash and shave gel. I don't know if y'all ever tried this, but you need to start using this. Like, it's awesome. I do not buy body wash from the store for me or my husband now because they always have like the men's body washes coming out and stuff, and he loves them. But I've always used this like religiously, and I love it because I don't even have to buy shave foam. Like, this does it all. So that, and just get a little, like, you can go to, I do a lot of my supplies from the Dollar Tree because there's so much stuff there that you can get. There's even fuzzy socks you can get there to put with these. But sometimes they get sold out fast, so I get several early. But this you can put a little poof with, a little shower poof. Wrap that up real cute. That's a great gift. Another one, I forgot to bring a hand cream in, but take the Satin Hands hand cream. Get a pair of gloves. Like at Walmart, this is what I've usually done. They have them for about $1 a pair, and you can just tie those up with a ribbon real cute. And that's a great gift too, because hand cream. Or you could even do coffee, or you could do coffee and cream. So you get a little pack of instant coffee. The hand cream is the cream, and you put it in a little coffee mug. You can get little cute Christmas coffee mugs so it's coffee and cream, right? So that's really fun. Or you could do hot chocolate in it or whatever. So those are fun, like, things that you could put in your basket to sell really easy. Even like I do the satin hand set in my basket, just those different things. And some of the best places to go with that, sorry I'm getting on this one for a long time, but it's one of my favorites, is men are always the worst at like, and especially even you could go a few days before Christmas and still move a ton of these because like you could stop by oil changes and like stuff like that where men work, and they will buy whatever you have in your basket because they need a gift, right? So I have a consultant in my unit. She even sold it to the gas station clerk one time. She was like, she asked him, do you have a gift for your wife for I think it was Mother's Day at the time or something. It wasn't Christmas. It was a different holiday. And he was like, no. And she's like, well, I got some gifts in my car. You want to come check them out? They're like $10 and above or whatever. And he's like, sure. Like, went and bought out of our truck. Like, so it was fun. So that's a bunch of great ideas. But just be creative. Like, you pick your price points. I try to keep them, not probably $100. Somebody's not going to buy that out of your basket. Like, so I try to keep it like more reasonable for little gifts. So that. And then this is the good one where sell big amount of gifts to men. And this is the 12 days packages. How many of you have heard of those before? Okay. So it is, and you can actually, I don't have like the exact of what you can put in the packages, but if you go to Google and you just Google Mary Kay 12 Days of Christmas, I think that's what it's called. You can pull it up and it'll tell you what you could put in each gift to make those certain price points. And so there's different price points that you can offer them in, or even maybe some mothers want to do it for their daughters. And it's where they purchase from you, right? And you wrap up 12 different gifts, and the 12 days leading up to Christmas, they give their spouse or daughter or whatever a different gift every single day leading up to Christmas. So it's 12 gifts all the way up to Christmas. And there's different price points that they can do depending on how much they want to spend. And you can find those packages online like I was talking about. Usually I think on some of them it's like one's like 150, one's 200, just depending on how much they want to spend and that kind of thing. But that is something awesome, and it's just fun for whoever they're purchasing it for because they have a gift every single day. And you go ahead and wrap it up for them so they don't have to worry about that because, men don't know how to wrap. Some of them do, but a lot of them don't. So my husband got to where he wouldn't even wrap my stuff anymore because he was like, you're going to laugh at it. So that. And then idea number 5 is holiday open houses. And this is something, I love that we're doing one here at the studio because some of you may be newer consultants, or you may not have like a huge customer base because you haven't been in your Mary Kay business long. And so I love that we're doing it here where you can book people to come here. You don't have to worry about the setup and all that. So if you have people local to this area, I encourage that. I'm doing one at my house in Hendersonville too. If any of y'all have anybody up that way, you can book people to come to that if you'd like to. So feel free to. And basically, it gives you on here it tells you how you should do your open house. So depending on how many clients you have, it just gives you a spectrum of like how many hours you would want to do your open house. And I book people for times to come by. And I, like, a lot of times at my open house, like, I'll do different tables. I'll do like a skincare feature table. I'll do you know, these kind of gifts. I try to do like a $10, $15, you know, like that deals table is what I call it. And then I do like a glamour table. So you can do different tables and set it up how you want to. A lot of times you can Google Mary Kay Open House and get some ideas from that. So I always use Google for everything. If I'm like, oh, how do I do that? And I don't know, I'll Google like Mary Kay Open House, you know, and click on the images and it'll pull up some and stuff like that. So you can just get creative with that how you want to, or that kind of thing. I don't know if it says it on here. Hold on, let me see if it says it on here. So here's one idea I've done in the past. I don't think it says it on here. I didn't want to jump the gun. But one thing I've done in the past is, so like I've had an open house and then I knew there were still people that wanted to come and didn't get to come. So I said, I know you wanted to come and you didn't get to come, and that's okay because I am doing a stop and shop. And so, can I come by your house today or tomorrow? And I'm bringing the open house to you. So this is what I did, is I took my trunk and I got like a, some of that snow stuff, not like the bad one, like the sheet, you know, the full sheet, like not like confetti everywhere or anything. And I put that down in my trunk. I took all my stuff out of my trunk. And I've done this in a little bitty car. I've done it in my SUV, however you want to do it. This is my favorite idea of all time. Like, favorite, okay? And so what I do is I just take some of these gifts and I put them in my trunk and I just feature them and I put different price points on them. I do try to put, like, I try to bundle baskets of price points so that way if I drive crazy on the way there, they're not everywhere. But it's so fun because I stop by their house and I offer them something. I'll say, you have this, like, a lot of times what I do is I tell my people, like, you have a $10 Christmas bonus buck and you get to spend it. So I'm going to stop by so you can spend that and see if there's anything else you love. Girl, they're going to buy more than $10. But that is just my way to get in front of people. Like, you get $10. And if they only use that, I've never had anybody that just said, oh, I want this, it's $10, let me, you know, like, these are my customers, people that know me, like, you know what I mean? So, I've always had, like, huge success with that. And y'all, I've sold hundreds of dollars out of my trunk. Like, and I do that when I go back home to Alabama. I don't, like, sometimes I've set up an open house there, but some years I'll go back and I'll just do a stop and shop where they can shop out of my trunk. And it's just so fun because you know you have that appointment scheduled with them. It's very easy setup, very easy, and you can just go and do. How many of y'all like that idea? I think it's so fun, and I've even took a little miniature Christmas tree and put it in my trunk kind of thing. Hi! Put a miniature Christmas tree in my trunk and that kind of thing, just to make it like cute and decorative. You can even play Christmas music in your car, so it's really fun. So that, another thing, Idea 6 is employee gifts, okay? And so this is where you can reach out to business owners or people that have employees under them and do executive gift giving. And so basically you reach out to them and tell them you're offering holiday services. You also can Google a script for that, okay, to be, you know, if you're like, I don't even know what to say. But, I mean, a lot of businesses all get their employees gifts for every holiday, right? And even sometimes just managers will get their direct employee gifts and stuff like that. And so, you know, a lot of times I try to see what price point they want to spend on their employees, and then I give them different ideas, you know, as far as that. So that's something really fun, too, because, I mean, you could hit up a big business and you could have, you know, depending on how many employees they have, they want to spend $15 each and they have 50 employees, like, that's really fun, you know? So just depending on how many you have of those. Another thing is a wish list. Okay, so this is another favorite idea. So my people that come to my holiday open house, I even have them fill out a wish list and put their Santa's names and numbers on there, okay? Because sometimes they'll come and they'll see stuff for themselves. Sometimes they come and they just buy gifts for other people. A lot of times they take home stuff for themselves. But sometimes there's even stuff they did take home that they still want, and they can write that on their wish list, and they have their Santa's names, and I contact their Santas. Excuse me. And then even when you're doing parties and facials, just regular parties, have wish lists also for the people that didn't get what they want that day at that appointment and put their Santa's names down. And then, I mean, you could have a lot of sales just from, having those Santas from those wish lists. So that's a really fun idea. And then basically you just get with whoever their Santa is to deliver the product to them and all that, So that's really fun. Because I've done open houses and so like I remember my very first open house, I sold like several $100s, and then I had Santa lists and I contacted the Santas, and a lot of them put their husband, and you know how men are. They're like, how much is it? Okay, I'll get it, and so then I had several $100 more just from those wish lists. So that was really fun, or it is really fun. So that, and then another thing is silent hostesses for the holidays. And so that's where you could do, like, somebody takes books, catalogs with them, and they go to their workplace or their friends and their family, and they basically sell products for you, right? So sell gifts for you and stuff like that, and then you just fill the orders, and then you give them basically a hostess credit, but it's just an on-the-go party, basically, so it's not like you're in front of everybody. So that's like really easy because they're doing all the work, and then you're just basically filling the orders. So that is something really fun. If it's somebody you super trust, if you had a few, like one of these and one of these that you wanted to send with them, like you could do that even, maybe like a couple little gifts they could show off. But I would only do that with people you like over the top trust. Like, don't send it with like a new customer, that you don't barely know. So, anyways, but if it's like your mom, your sister, aunt, your best friend, your neighbor, whatever, like you could do that if you wanted to. So that, and then private holiday makeovers, and so which y'all all know that, like just doing makeovers with. This is great to reach out to like your already existing clients and just do I always love reaching out to people for the new season. Like when new seasons come around, like it's a great time to get back in front of people because we have new products like that they haven't got to try before. And so, and sometimes you may have facial people and just done skincare and never got back with them with their glamour appointment. So now's a great time, to do a glamour appointment. So you could do it private, one-on-one, or you could turn it into if they want to invite people to join them. So that, or you could do a couple at one time, like have a holiday makeover night and just book, individual one-on-one, like book individual people, but just have it all at one event at your home or something like that. So that, we're almost through all the ideas. Which ones are y'all loving so far?
I'm liking the wish list.
The wish list, yes. Yes.
And the employee gifts, just to call around different businesses.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and I would reach out to people you have, like businesses you have a connection with, too. That's the easiest place to start. Like, if you know a manager somewhere or whatever, like, reach out to those people. So, the last couple ones that we're going to share the ideas with is pillow gifts. And so that's basically like the hand cream or just something small that you can wrap up and they can leave on their spouse's pillow for them or their daughter's pillow. Like that would be somebody that lives in their home, like, but just like a little $15 gift or something like that. Just a really sweet, and there's actually little tags that go with it, and it has a little like poem on it. I am also going to post, there's a website that has like all these little tags and stuff on them. And I'm going to post that on our Thursday Night Live page too, so you have that. So that way when you're looking at these ideas, you have like the documents to go with them, okay? So that is something fun, those little pillow gifts. And it gives you some ideas there. And then emergency gifts. And so, sometimes I know every year I try to have a few backup gifts, like, because sometimes there's people you forget about that, like, oh crap, I forgot to give them a gift. So even talking to your people about, oh, well, you could buy like 1 or 2 extra of these so you have them just in case, you forget somebody. And if not, you can save them for the next year. They'll still be good by then, right? So that's something I always try to do because I've been known to forget somebody before. So that, and then I guess that goes along with gifts we forget. So I'm guessing that's what that means. And then personal gift giving. Okay, so we talked about this a minute ago. Like, I give everybody Mary Kay because, first off, they love it. And they get stuff that maybe they wouldn't have bought for themselves, but it's been on their wish list. And then also it's a tax write-off for you because you're giving away, like you're gifting Mary Kay. So it really just serves you full circle. And, honestly, it supports your business too, even purchasing from yourself, really. So anyways, I try to give all Mary Kay to everybody that I possibly can. And so that's something really great. So what I encourage with this, because for example, on this packet that you're going to see, and this is more or less, it shares with you like, okay, if you choose to do these ideas, I'll pass this around in a minute. Then this is how much profit it would generate, if that makes sense. So if you choose to do this idea and this idea and this idea and this idea, and you average have this much worth of sales generate from these different ideas, then this is how much you would sell and how much profit you would create. So it basically gives you a breakdown in this packet, depending on how much profit you want to make for the holiday season. So for example, like the first way is if you want to generate $10,000 worth of sales, then it gives you the breakdown for that. And then behind it, so I encourage y'all to print this packet out. It also gives you, like, you can make your list of exactly who you're going to contact for each idea, okay? So that, and then it gives you the breakdown for that $18,000 plan. And then it also gives you the breakdown for that, like who you're going to reach out to and stuff like that, okay? So this is more just like a tracking tool for you as far as how much profit you want to generate. So we won't spend a ton of time on this or anything like that because it's pretty self-explanatory. So just print that all out. And then this is the same. This is a $20,000 holiday selling plan. So you have all different amounts, and you can choose what you want to do. And for, you know, if you don't want to, let's say if you even just don't want to do $10,000, like you can pick what you want to do. Like you just, it's just great to have a plan and then work your plan, right? Because otherwise it's just going to be like, oh, I'll sprinkle some in here and I'll sprinkle some in there. And then you're going to be like, well, dang, I could have made, you know, so much more if I would have planned it out. So, and start now because people are buying now. So, really, you're probably not gonna get to do all of these ideas, like, but I want to share them all with you so you can pick you might be like an overachiever, like, and just, you know, blow it out of the water, and that's amazing. Like, I want to know about it, and I applaud you. So, but you can do a lot of them, of course. However, I challenge you to pick the ones that you want to do. You know what I mean? And have that as a part of your plan. So pick the ones you want to do. And, you know, this is a plan that tells you, like, okay, for example, if you do this, you sell this much. Well, don't beat yourself up. If you have a silent hostess who doesn't bring you back in $200 worth of sales, like, don't beat yourself up. Like, you know, that's bound to happen. No, it's still recording. It's just the screen went black, but the green light's still on, so. Okay.
I was like,
hi, everybody, we're still here, so.
I was like, oh, crap, she went off.
I was over here watching, though, for sure. Thank you for watching. So anyways, what questions y'all have about these different ideas? I would love your questions if you have any. No, you're like, these all sound fun.
Say more about the personal gift giving. What works? Who gets to shop at 50% off? Whoever.
That's for you.
Oh.
Yeah, don't offer 50% off to your friends.
Okay.
No. It's saying that you, because you're a consultant and you're active with a company, you can order it 50% off, right? Okay. And so it's just saying that you can shop for your personal gift giving at 50% off. And under that, it's just giving you those ideas of, like, you know, who you could give to, like, or who you may need to give to, like, kind of thing. So it's just basically giving you some ideas.
Like, so when we order off the website, it's going to give us 50% off already.
When you order from the company, when you're active, it applies your 50% discount. Yeah.
Okay.
From the price in the book. Yeah.
Okay.
So you pay wholesale cost. So, for example, like, this is 16, but really, as a consultant, we're paying 8. You know,
like if I went and ordered that though, I would only get charged $8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
as long as you're active.
Yeah, as long as you're active, and you are, so you're good.
Okay.
But you know, honestly, this at Bath and Body Works is probably $13 now. I mean, I don't even know. I haven't been in there in years, but
Bath and Body Works is like crazy
expensive.
at Christmas.
Yes. The last time I looked at one in there, I was like, $10 for, and it was like smaller than this, and I was like, wow, okay. And this is such a great deal. I love it. Have y'all ever used this?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
it's really nice.
It's amazing. It's mint, and it just feels so good. So I sell a ton of these ton of these, ton of hand creams, ton of satin hands, like
Hydrating
those
lotion.
kind of things. Because these kind of things, like, you don't have to have that preference of color and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I try to do a lot of gifts that you wouldn't need their preference of, like, what shade they want. You know, because, like, foundation, you have to have the shade. Eye color, you don't know what eye colors they're going to love. Like, you know, whoever's shopping for them may, but... So I try to do, like, more general things that, like, can fit everybody. The Skin Vigorate brush, like, the roll-up bags, like, all that kind of stuff is just more general that can be for any type of woman, any age, really, too. You had a question?
Nope. That was my question.
Great. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So that's that. And then, like I said, I'll post this so that way y'all have that breakdown of that. But I'll read through one. So, for example, $10,000 worth of sales would, for example, be 10 silent hostesses that sell $200 each. So if you have 10 ladies that collect $200 worth of orders for you each, then that's going to generate you $2,000. Okay. Then, if you contact husbands for their wife's wish list at $150 each, that's if you contact 10. Or you can contact 20 at $75 each. That's going to be $1,500 worth of sales. And that's good if you just even do one idea. Like, that sounds exciting. And then if you do 7 holiday coffees, or some people call them Mary Kay Jingle and Mingle. That's a little...
Okay.
I don't know if I'd call it that. That sounds like the single jingle and mingle. So at $200 each, so let's just say holiday coffees at $200 each in sales, then that's going to be, well, it doesn't tell me, but it just says that takes no time and they're quite profitable. So that, and then if you hold one class a week between now and Christmas and have, like, if you sell $200 at that one party every single week, then that's going to be $2,800 worth of sales. I mean, most of y'all do more than one a week, so you're probably going to have more than that. And then if you do one holiday open house with $500 in sales, so if you have 10 people, I mean, I would say on average that people spend, because it says 10 people at at $50 each, that's $500 in sales. I would say on average most women spend about that, if not more, really. Because by the time, like, I have some people buy 5 of these, that's $50, or actually that's more than $50, you know what I mean? So, and then they usually stock up on what they want for their self and stuff like that, so usually it's even more than that. So $500, and then contacting those businesses, if you have 9 businesses that purchase 5 $40 gifts, that's $1,800. It's only 9 businesses. And that's only 5 gifts each. Like, some people have way more employees than that, you know. So that right there, that plan would generate you $10,000 in sales, and you would make $5,000. And that's, like, so even the plans behind this, of course, there's going to be more ideas if you want to do more, but you can break that down. So y'all just print this out so that way you can pick what plan you want to run with, kind of thing. And you could always edit idea. If you don't want to do that idea, pick another idea and supplement that in or something. So that is holiday plan. But holiday is so fun because you get to see a lot of people and people are so cheery. So that's my favorite part about this season. So that, and one thing I do suggest is, for example, like, we're having our open houses before Black Friday hits. Because a lot of people go shopping on Black Friday, right? And they buy Christmas gifts. And so I encourage you to, like, start now and get some of your stuff done. If you even, I've done an online open house before. Like, when I first moved to Nashville, I didn't know anybody here. And I'm like, well, there would be no point in me holding an open house because I don't know anybody. So I did an online open house that year because we had just moved and had a lot of life. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'll just try it out. I don't know if it'll do good. But I actually had, like, a couple $100 in sales. And I thought that was really good, you know, for online open house. But you could even do that, like, if you have out-of-state people, you could do an online open house. Like, that'd be a great idea. On
Facebook or something?
I just did it on Facebook, yeah. And I just posted pictures of gifts and stuff like that. And I had people, and I even, like, sometimes you may have stuff on your, like, when you're in Mary Kay for a while, like, sometimes I have
Don't you have a
limited edition stuff that maybe I didn't sell at the time. Like, I'll discount that and put it on there and stuff like that.
don't everybody have a Mary Kay website though?
Yeah, but you can't do it through, well, you can do it through there. You could tell them to go look online and place an order. But I like doing it on Facebook because I can post, like, I can, like, make them look pretty and then post it, you know, versus them just seeing this product by itself. So
And
you
can
can post
add them to
pictures
the
and all that.
group.
And you can add them to the event, so you can interact with a group of people more than versus just telling people to go shop on your website, if that makes sense. So that's the only reason I do it on Facebook, because you actually can schedule a time for the open house. You can like add the people that you've invited only to that special event on Facebook, make a cute little flyer, you know, all that, so it's more cozy, you know what I mean? And then post different ideas, or you could even find pictures of people that wrap this stuff up cute and post that, and then go figure out how to do it yourself. So I have done that before. I'm like, oh, that was a cute picture, and somebody ordered that. Let me go figure out how to wrap that up. So, and you don't have to be. Let me give you some hope. You do not have to be the best gift wrapper, okay? Because I'm horrible at it, like really horrible.
I love gift wrapping.
Well, that's awesome.
Be
So
a good
I'll
teacher.
wrap
Yeah,
your
but
stuff.
she's
I'll wrap
like
your stuff.
design queen over here. Like, she can, like, if it is artsy or crafty, like, she can do all of it. I figured this out real fast. Like, she can write Mary Kay in calligraphy, and I'm like, whoa. I can't
She
even
did that
have
at our
that
meeting.
good.
Me
Yeah.
and Angel were
Yeah.
like, whoa.
She can also, like, paint artistry on your face, like, with makeup. She's a makeup artist, so she's very artistic. So, but I so
Could draw
applaud you
Santa
for
on
that.
there too if you
So,
want.
do what?
Could draw Santa on there if you want. Little reindeer, some like.
Oh, okay. Maybe for the open house, you should come that way.
You know, she's gonna start charging. Like, I will gift wrap your stuff.
We're gonna do face painting for the
I mean,
kids at the open house. You can paint their
That'd be
face.
cute. That'd be cute.
That,
That
would
would
be
be fun.
cute.
But I don't know that many kids. It's the
I don't
only
either.
problem. So, but it's a good idea. Maybe you can stand out on the street and offer face painting. We have a lot of kids in the neighborhood. Okay, so then the last sheet that we're gonna go over is Cruise by Christmas. Okay, and I love sharing this because this is a great time of year to go on Target for your car, because like all these Christmas ideas, and then it's a great time. So also I encourage you, like, be focused on sharing this time of year too, because there's women out there that want extra holiday money, right? And so this is the best time of year. I always tell people this is the best time of year to start Mary Kay, because you can make so much extra holiday money. This is our biggest selling season of the year. And they get to start Mary Kay before the end of the year and get to take advantage of tax write-offs too before the end of the year. So now's a great time to start, because some people are looking for those year-end, okay, how can I save money on my taxes? And this is a great way to do that, because it's your own business, right? And you get to write off stuff. So anyways, the Chevy Cruze, which Lexi's Chevy Cruze is sitting out front. Hers is brand baby new. It's super cute. She like just picked it up, like, what, 2 weeks ago? I wasn't here when they picked it up. Y'all had a little.
It was like a month ago. Yeah,
How
it wasn't
well?
very long.
Oh, a month ago. I was not here, but I
It
remember.
wasn't very long.
Yeah, it's super cute though, and they have a new body style this year. I was like, oh, that's so cool. So, when you go on Target for your car, you can qualify for a Chevy Cruze in 1, 2, 3, or 4 months. Okay, you have 4 months once you go on Target to earn your free car. And this is if this is your goal. You know, it may not be everybody's goal, but I'm saying if this is your goal, this is the best time of year to do it because of all the Christmas and everything. So, and how fun would it be to pick up your Cruze for Christmas? What a great Christmas present.
Yeah.
So, but in order to earn your car altogether, it is $20,000 wholesale. That is combined with you and your team all together by the end of that 4th month, okay? And so to go on Target, and all together by the end, they amped it up to 16 personal team members. So sorry, that is wrong, but change that to 16 on number 2. So in order to earn your car, you have to have 20,000 personal and team wholesale, and you have to have 16 personal team members, okay? So that's the people that are on your personal team that you personally recruit, okay? Now, here is, as your team must contribute at least 15,000 of that 20. You yourself can only do 5,000 of that 20,000, okay? So that really just signifies that you have a strong team, okay? Because if you do all 20,000 in 4 months, I'm gonna be like, whoa, tell me how to do that. But really, they want to see that you have a strong team for your car and stuff like that. So your team has to at least do 15,000 of that 20.
You said this in 4 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 4 months. And I'll sort of break down the months in just a second because it's split up into months. So, let me see. Okay, here we go. Here's on number 4. This sort of breaks it down for you. You must have a minimum of 5,000 combined personal, team, wholesale, Section 1 production each month of the qualification period, while maintaining 5+ active team members. So how you go on target for your car is you have to have 5 or more active team members and 5,000 wholesale production with that month. So that's you and your team combined. Create 5,000 wholesale production. Okay? So that's how you go on target, and that counts as, when you have that counts as month 1. So for example, let's just pretend like October that let's say that you now have 5 active team members on your team, okay? And y'all all do 5,000 wholesale together. She's at 2. No, you're good. She's at 2. She's almost red jacket though.
I'm almost red jacket.
Yeah. So, but when you get to 5 active, and they all have to be active, they have to place their first order with the company, and you all together do 5,000. Then that counts as your month 1 of your free car. Okay.
So she's like part of my team, and Rhonda, so we're all combined.
So anything, for example, so Ashley, this is her team member. So anything that you order, like, counts towards her free car. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, she's on your team, so that's your personal and team production together.
Okay.
So you can pull that up on your InTouch to see what you and your personal team have in for the month already, like, kind of thing. So yeah, you can always pull that up. So that's month 1, and then each month to stay on target, you have to at least do 5,000 minimum to stay on target. So at the end of 4 months, if you do that, you would be at that 20,000, right? But here's the thing. So that's if you take all 4 months. And by the end of that 4 months, you have to have built your personal team to that 16, right? Okay. So another way you could do it is you can do it quicker. And let's say you do actually 8,000 this month and then 7,000 next month. Because you can do more than 5,000 in a month and finish it quicker. You just have to at least have minimum 5,000, if that makes sense. So, for example, I earned my free car in 2 months. I was just like focused on seeing faces and sharing with everybody, and that's what I focused on. And honestly, I just started building my team because honestly, excitement attracts people. Okay, so I really feel like I was working on pure excitement, but I got it done fast because I was on a mission to get it done fast. I didn't want to take all 4 months. Like, I wanted to get it done and have my car, And so you can finish it quicker because whenever you get to 20,000 wholesale and 16 active team members, you're done. Like, you've earned your car, right? So if you do like 10,000 this month, 10,000 next month, and get to 16 active team members by the end of next month, you're done. Like, you've earned your free car. But you can take all 4 months if you want to, but you can do it quicker. So you can choose if you want to do it faster or slower if that's your goal to earn your car.
And what do you have to do to keep the car?
To keep your car, you just keep maintaining. I think it's 5,000 monthly. But you do have a reserve bank. It's almost like a savings account for your car. So the month after you earn your car, it's called your momentum month. And what they do is whatever you and your team do that month, they actually give you double. And that sort of goes into a savings account for you. So let's say there's a month you dip below, like, production or whatever, they pull from that savings account for you. So, but honestly, once you have that momentum and you create that level and, like, learn how to develop that, you're going to keep developing that. You see what I'm saying? So don't be worried. Like, I always say, don't be worried about, oh, can I get this and then maintain it? Because you can. That's the answer. But if you doubt yourself, like, I always say doubt kills more dreams than failure ever did. Because it really does. But that is a great question. So that way everybody knows. That yes, like, to maintain your car, like, you can't just, like, get a car and then not do anything else. Do you know what I mean? So there is, just maintenance requirements is what I call them. And you can pull that, all this I'm telling you, you can pull it up online. So if you go under contests and you go under the career car program, you actually can pull up all of those qualifications, also how to maintain your car and stuff like that. And if you, like, for example, like, there's a certain amount to maintain your car every quarter, I think it is. And if you dip a little bit below, like, they don't just come take your car out of your driveway or anything. Like, so there's a whole explanation of that on there too. So it's not like, oh, like, I've never got a car taken away from me or anything like that. So anyways, there's a whole explanation on that for there. And then you have the opportunity to get a new car every other year too, which is fun. So that, but this gives you a breakdown by month. Are y'all almost done?
Yep, we're all done.
Okay.
I like that lip color.
It does. It looks pretty.
Yeah.
All right. So real quick, will you give me like 5 more minutes?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, we can. You can wait. Yeah.
okay, I'll be done in like 2 minutes. Okay. So here at the bottom, this just gives us a great plan of action by month. And I know we're already past September, but you could even do October, November, December, or however you want to do it. Or you could do double if you want to get it by Christmas. So, but it gives you a breakdown of like what you want your activity level to look like, and then what's going to be the outcome of that. So if you do 10 parties in the month, honestly, if you break that down, I know like 10 parties sounds like a lot, but really that doesn't equate. That's about 3 parties a week. I mean, really at 2 hours each for 6 hours a week, you know, like that's so doable. I could do 3 parties on a Saturday, you know,
Right.
or Sunday, something like that. And then 20 interviews. So that's doing 20 sharing appointments throughout the month. And that's just picking your people from your parties to do those sharing appointments, or people you know that maybe you haven't shared with before, that kind of thing. And that's going to probably equate to about 5 new team members in the month. And from that, your production's going to come from that. Like when you're adding new team members, production's going to come from that, because people are going to be starting out with their products on hand, you know, and those kind of things. And so it's going to come from that and stem from that. So if you just repeat that monthly, it shows you how you can get it done faster than 4 months down here, basically. So who's excited about this? Okay, several of you. I know it may be overwhelming for like some. I know your brand may be new, so you're probably like, "Whoa!" Like, I just got my starter kit. But you know, I think it's great. You know, like so when you get ready, or if you get ready, like you know how to earn a free card, Mary Kay. So, but this is the best program on the planet because they also pay 85% of your car insurance, taxes, title, tag, all that kind of stuff. So it really is a huge blessing to drive free in Mary Kay. Okay, so I'm going to cut off the video. If you'll, and then I'm just going to get my guests real quick, and then y'all can chat for a minute, and then we'll, any questions y'all have and stuff like that, okay? Bye!